are you all doing today? I'm just checking in. It's a beautiful day here in the Tennessee Valley. It's about 64, no rain. It's pretty outside. We got really lucky with the storms. Thank the good Lord up above. Some people down in Mississippi, down in that area, they didn't have such a good. They didn't have such a good result. You know, sort of worried about those folks down there. But I just wanted to check in, let y'all know I'm still kicking, still alive. That there's nothing wrong on my end. Sometimes I run out of things to say. I know that's hard to believe, but sometimes I do. Sometimes it's just, I don't know. There's too much crazy going on in the world. There really is. Just talking about it sometimes just flat out wears you out. And I know there's people on here that do good broadcast every day and they want to talk about everything else in the world. Hi, Lizzie. Talk about everything else in the world, but really, I'm a 67-year-old dude, and I'm worried to death about what I'm seeing out here, and I'm worried to death what's on the news, worried to death everywhere about what's going on. And I know you all are too. But, we have a hope beyond the spell of tears that these people don't have. But I'm seeing some stuff that's outrageous. I'm seeing the Facebook and now Twitter are working together, and Apple, to track everything we say, where we go. If you downloaded 14.5.1 on your Apple device, well, they're asking for permission. Facebook is to go ahead and track everything that you do. Why? Facebook is just a place usually where you're supposed to go and talk to family and friends and show cat and dog videos, things like that, and it's just crazy time in this country right now. Uh, I'm hearing things, but there's no verification on them. I wish I did have some verification on them because I've been out of the loop a while. But just like the incident in the Panama Canal with that Greenland, that big ship that blocked the Panama Canal, that thing has not gone through the Panama Canal yet. They've evidently confiscated the ship, and evidently they found some outrageous things on the containers that's on the ship. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a mess, and the whole world's a mess. But and people are still working. People are still working hard to try and save this country, and it's we need to come together as a people. We need to stop all the silly arguing and about the color of your skin or what you believe or what your belief system is. We all need to do that. I think we all need to just stop, take a breath, and realize what's going on around us. That we are responsible for our own actions. People actually take responsibility for what their own actions are. I mean, I'm seeing poor people, just like some Asian people, getting beaten up. They talked about how that white people were doing it. White people's not beating up Asian people. I mean, every video you're seeing, it's not white people doing it, it's just a shame what's going on. I mean, as a human being, as an American, it's shameful what we're seeing. Now, if you want to make a name for yourself doing streams and everything and get tons of followers, well, I understand that too. But I think you ought to be talking about actually what's going on and quit going into these deep CIA and FBI stuff. I mean, we're in a having a problem. Hey, Texas Snow Bunny, we're having a problem in our country right now, and I think a lot of it is that we're just not paying attention. I think we're so wanting Trump to come back, and I think we're so watching everything Biden's doing, but the populace of the country itself is in serious trouble. It really is. We as human beings, we as Americans, then we need to just take a step back and say, what's the bigger picture here? Well, we're trying to look for conspiracies, where we're trying to look for this or that, we're missing the whole picture. And the whole picture is that we as a country, we're starting to falter. There's over 10 million people still unemployed. And they're saying their jobs are sprouting out. I'd like to know where the jobs are, Joe Biden, fake president. I'd like to know where the jobs are. The National Guard, the Texas Rangers, and people in Texas are having to go down and defend their own borders. So what's going on, Joe? Tell us, buddy. Mr. Fake President, go ahead and tell us. You don't have a clue what's going on. You're a marionette. People are pulling your strings and doing all this stuff to the country. They've waited for this moment. They've begged for this moment, what's happening in our country. They would love to try and destroy it. No sound? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear what I'm saying? If you can hear me, I'd appreciate it. Hold on, let me plug something into it. We'll see. Hold on, I got an earpiece. Oh, well, modern technology, it sucks. It really does. All right, let's get this little device, plug it in. See if you can hear me now. You could hear me now, even somewhere in the lonely nights. Ah, da, 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 da. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? I hope I haven't been talking all this time without any sound. You hear me, Texas Nobody? Okay, well, I hope people hear me better now. But I think we need to sit back. Okay, Laura. Hi, Nawala. I think we need to take a step back. Quit worrying about the games people play. I mean, a lot of that stuff on Twitter and Facebook and these other places, there's a lot of trolls just trying to get your goat. B&B, my good lady friend, how you, baby? And I think we just need to sit back and take a step back, slow down our breathing, pay attention to what's going on around us, and realize that we've got a big job ahead of us. We've got a country to save. We've got our communities to save. Our children, our grandchildren, our husbands, our parents, our loved ones. Biden's not going to do anything unless the people that's behind him, the puppet masters, let him do whatever it is that he does. People talk about communism all the time. I say, hey, it's leapfrogged across communism. It is all the way now into Nazism, full-blown National Socialism. I'm still kicking, baby. I am. Not kicking as high, but I'm still kicking. But, I'm seeing National Socialism in this country. I'm seeing Nazism. And Big Al and Ludwig and all those people that were on Periscope, they're praising National Socialism. What we're seeing right now, like we said, our arguments were that it doesn't work. Because once you get people in power, they won't refuse it. They won't turn over the power. They won't turn the power back over to the people. And how the Biden administration, well, I'm not going to say Biden administration because he's not president. I don't care what he says. They're wanting to go into these states now that have concealed carry in these states, and they're going to go attack the states that have concealed carry laws in their states. Why? It's constitutional. But the people that's behind Joe Biden is pulling the strings. Once you lose your guns, once you lose your freedom, they want you to make sure you give your kids, the 10 and 11, 12-year-old kids, or even younger than that, a vaccine that is unproven. I mean, we've turned into human guinea pigs in this country. We really have. Why? So people will leave us alone. They won't say something to us. I was in a store, was it yesterday, the day before yesterday, and I wasn't wearing a mask. And this guy looked at me like really mean. And I said, go ahead and wear your mask. I don't care. I'm not going to wear the stupid face diaper. Just go on. Move along, dude. And he just looked at me and he kept on walking. I'm not going to let some old liberal tell me what I can do and what I can't do if I can breathe the same air that he has. At least I'm breathing oxygen. The dude's breathing his own vomit, his own spit, and his own CO2. See, there's people out there that don't understand what the truth is, and so they're believing everything what the press says. They think that's the gospel. What Smokin' Joe on MSNBC and Mika Brzezinski and Rachel Madcow and all those people, what they're saying, they think that's the truth. Or Anderson Cooper or Don Lemon, or those people, what they're saying, that's the truth. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. That's what's going on. And then listen to Anthony Fauci. Anthony Fauci, by the way, is just an immunologist. That's all he is. He's nothing else. The guy changes his mind more than people change underwear in a year. He's a fake. He's a farce. But you want to fight with each other? You want to fight because maybe you said something 10 or 20 years ago you didn't like? Good, I'm glad you're a free woman. I breathe the hell the way I want to breathe. Exactly right. Hey, Brenda. I'm still surviving, sweetheart. But I think it's time good people come together. Quit worrying about if Trump's going to be president. I mean, Mike Lindell said that Trump would be office. He doubled down on it a couple, 3 days ago that Trump would be back in office in August. Evidently, Mike Lindell knows something we don't. But I'm not going to go out and predict that President Trump's going to be back in office in August because I have no proof of that. I hope he is correct. Because we need somebody in there that listens to us. We really do. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I know all good things must come to an end eventually. They'll just steal it again. I know, B&B. They will. Yeah, that would be grand. But I tell you what, maybe we should all go out and buy huskies like B&B has and protect our properties. Those dogs are beautiful, but boy, they are loyal to a fault. Loyal to a fault. But nobody's talking about the fences and the gates and everything still in Washington CCP. I'm going to just call it Washington CCP from now on. Because that's what it is. It's not Washington, D.C. It's Washington CCP. The Chinese has got Joe Biden in their back pocket. Hunter Biden's getting ready to teach a course in fake news at Tulane University. And I love that picture. They said it was a wide angle mirror picture, but where you had Joe Biden and Jill Biden bending on their knee and had these tiny little people like Jimmy Carter and Rosalind Carter, like they stood like about three people, 3 feet ahead. All right, good job, Texas Snow Bunny. I mean, it really did. It looked like the Giants had visited the hobbits, the former hobbits who were president and first lady. That was pretty wild. Yeah, it was a bad Photoshop. I know. But it was funny. I mean, it was ridiculous, but it was funny. But they want you to believe that stuff is the truth. They really do. It's not, though. It's not. We're living in a matrix. It's CGI, computer-generated imagery. But nobody talks about the gates or the fences. Nobody's talking about the flooding of the tunnels. They interviewed people that were in Washington, D.C. about what's going on every night. He said there are explosions in Washington, D.C. every night. He said that's normal now. Well, what are they blowing up? Why are they flooding the tunnels under D.C.? What's going on? We don't know. All I know is evil's trying to take over. And if there's one thing I know about evil, once they get started, they don't stop until somebody stops them. And I guess we as Americans must come together to try and stop them. Explosions, that's right, B&B. Yeah, they say there are explosions every night now in Washington, D.C. I don't know why. People that are there, they got big rats. It is pure evil, Brenda. It is. Pure evil, sweetheart. But I just want everybody to be encouraged. Don't worry about what you're seeing on TV or what they're saying on the radio. Those people are put there intentionally to try and discourage you, to try and make you fall in line. But we're free people. We have free voices. We can do what we want. We know what the Constitution is. We know the constitutionality of what's going on right now. And it's anti-Constitution. But then we got a compromised Supreme Court. So what do? I guess we as a people come together and get strength from each other and the truth. And with the help of God, we can get through this. Of course, you people that don't believe in God, step to the other side over there. Just go on over there with your buddies. Get over there with your commies and your Nazis and your Leninists and your Marxists and all those people. And they'll enjoy you with open arms. I saw that. Several are getting kicked off. Demon rats. Hey, totally, Walter. Yeah, they are getting kicked out. Actually. But, and when you come on here, folks, I'll just give this a precursor. Like I said, in Periscope, I don't want people cursing in here because there's ladies in here and I respect the ladies. But don't bring no more Periscope drama in here. They're doing that on Twitter. Let them just enjoy it over there, continuing that foolishness. We're here among friends, people that want to hear the truth, people that want to support each other. Let them do whatever they're going to do over there. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm too old for this foolishness anymore. It's just good to be among friends. You know what I mean? It is just good to be among friends. No more drama mamas, all right? My daughter introduced me to some place in this town where they live in Kingsport, and they're all talking about these new energy drinks now that they have, that you prepare them like from GNC or whatever it is. One's a Black Pearl, one's a Miami Vice, one is a Shama Bahama. She said they really make you get you going. I said, well, if they get me going, where am I going to go? She said, anywhere you want to go. I said, okay, I'm going to drink one of them, and I'm going to end up in Cairo, Egypt, right? She just looks at me and said, Dad, you are so, well, she didn't look at me. She said, Dad, you are so old and worn out. And I said, you're 47 years old, lady. Don't tell me how old I am. You're getting old, too. Have you heard about that, though? Hey, Tommy Islands. The Bahama drink, the Black Pearl, the Miami Vice, and all these other names of former TV shows are these different flavored energy drinks. I've never heard of it. Never heard of any of it. So, yeah. But that's pretty much all I got. I really do. I didn't want to be on here very long. I just wanted to say hi to everybody and tell you I miss you. I do miss Periscope. I heard Della was doing a broadcast the other day and she talked about missing it. I do miss Periscope because it's easier. But a lot of people don't like haps. There's a lot of stuff that. Well, thank you, sweetheart. Try Rain. It has natural caffeine and vitamins. Rain. Oh, REIGN. Yeah, I miss you guys too all the time. I really do. I love the ease of Periscope and the way everything was. Nobody's trying to get numbers. If they were, they weren't any good. Like a poor little holistic Deb, girl that bounces around everywhere. She said, welcome to my show. Then she bends over and says, hey, look at my cleavage. No, thank you. I don't. I don't need to see that. It's not that important to me, baby. I just want to hear somebody that's talking good talk, having fun. I don't need to see some energy bunny bouncing up and down for the next 5 hours. I just don't. I really don't. I don't care about that stuff. And Joey Giggles, I love him to death, but my goodness, he self promotes. He's the greatest self promoter I've ever seen on these apps. He's everywhere. I mean, he's boom, 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 boom. And that's fine and dandy. I have nothing against that. I'm just saying, Joey Giggles is out there, boy. You love Holistic Deb? Yeah, she bounces. That's a bouncingest woman I've ever seen. It's like she's got Mexican jumping beans in her shoes or something. Yeah, she's from Tennessee. She's originally from Tennessee, just like Randy Horton over there in Saudi Arabia. So I mean, there's got to be something good in Tennessee, besides me. Tennessee's a good home, good place. I like her. She's just the bouncingest thing I've ever seen. She wears me out just watching her. That's sort of like Daisy from New York. She fixes all that food and then she's doing jumping jacks 24/7. I'm going, oh my goodness gracious, woman, I'm tired just looking at you. You know? I mean, they just bounce and bounce and bounce. I mean, my goodness, if I had that much energy in my little finger, I'd feel better. I won't, Brenda. I won't, sweetheart. By the way, I was going to have my eye surgery Monday and they canceled it to June the 2nd. So, which is fine. Which is fine. I can still see. I can still see objects moving across my eyesight. So I'm doing that way. But thank you for the prayers. Now just extend the prayers to June the 2nd, and we'll carry him over to there. But hopefully my vision will get better. I can do more scopes and I feel better. But folks, look, I know you love me. You can't help but love the Glay Man. All right? But I am getting older. I'm 67 years old. And even as much as I'd love to do this, I do get a little bit more tired than I did 30 years ago. So don't hang up on me. Don't give up on me. I will be around. I promise. And I'll have good things to say, and I'll be a good guy, and I'll treat the ladies with much respect, and everybody else comes in here. You want respect, you want me to give you respect, be respectful when you come in here. Because these are good people that come in here. We're not coming in here trying to cause trouble or anything like that. We're just wanting to talk. That is all. Because we love each other. We love each and every one of us. Okay? We're just good friends. So just come in here being respectful. Pilot Mike, I know you're not here, buddy. You're probably flying somewhere over Mount Vesuvius. Well, it's active or something. Wherever you are, buddy. Cheers out to you, man. Big sign up. And Katrina and everybody else. God loves you. All he wants you to do is love him back, and he'll give you peace in your heart because he sent his son, the Prince of Peace, that by his precious blood shed on Calvary, you would be free men and people. He loves you. I love you. I really do. Don't you ever doubt that. Except when the zombie apocalypse happens, then I'm going to steal your food and your guns. Oh, God, you people are good. Love Fest. We're going to have a Love Fest, B&B. That's what it's going to be. Well, everybody, have a wonderful day. God bless you. take care and be careful out there. Just be careful. And don't turn over and look behind you because they may be gaining on you. All right? They may be gaining on you. All patriots come together. It's that time. It is time for all good men and women to come together in the defense of their country and their principles and their freedoms. Peace, love, and tranquility. Until the next time. This is